Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, this video is going to be all about a no stress homeschool routine. I know that it's overwhelming with trying to work and make sure your children are learning and completing their assignments, as well as probably preparing 3 meals and 10 snacks each day. Trust me, I know, I am there with you. And for myself, I'm overwhelmed because I'm trying to provide distance learning to my students while homeschooling my 2 girls as well. So I just want to show you guys how to go through a normal day-to-day life routine and not feel so overwhelmed. Believe it or not, your children are used to learning in a fun environment. So if they're just sitting in front of a computer, completing assignments and turning them in, or just worksheet after worksheet or packet after packet, even if it involves coloring, their passion and fire for learning will be quickly extinguished. So let's find ways to sprinkle 2 tablespoons of fun on that lesson so that A, it will stick with them, you're able to spend time with your kids, and they're going to learn in a fun way. So I'll take you guys along with me and show you how we're going to incorporate science, literacy, and mathematics. Get all of the learning done. I'm on standard, on topic, on objective. So all the things that we're doing will be fun, but it will also check the boxes of all of those state standards and learning objectives that your children are required to learn. This is an elementary based video, so I will show you from like kindergarten and how to scale it up through upper elementary. So about kindergarten through 4th grade. I am an elementary school teacher, so that is what I know. So let's go ahead and get started. So currently we don't have the luxury of being able to go to the library to check out books. There are, electronic options and audiobooks that the library are allowing, us to check out. However, my go-to source for books is Epic Books. It is free to students and teachers, and it is a great way to put text in front of your children to help them learn. My rule of thumb is I will recommend a text, which is often going to be a nonfiction text because it's going to be richer. And then I will allow my children to choose a book, of choice that they want to read just on their own. And they typically will pick that fictional, fun book. But as a parent, if you ever want to get rich text in front of your children, recommend a nonfiction text and then let them pick whatever they want. It's like the best of both worlds. And I honestly cannot say enough about how great Epic Books is for children. You have the option to have the text read aloud to them as well. And there are many books that are in Spanish and other languages that will help as well. It's just honestly an amazing free source for kids. And again, I recommend it. This is not a sponsored video. I just absolutely love the app and it's just great. So when trying to find a age-appropriate, grade-appropriate text, just understanding what that child is expected to learn. In kindergarten, they pretty much focus on the parts of the plants as they work through living and non-living things. And that kind of continues on. It is okay to have that conversation about, photosynthesis and how plants help us. Because by the time they get to 3rd grade, it is heavy on the structure and functions of plants and how they impact human life. And by 4th grade, they really dig deep into the plant cell structure. So if you're thinking about, what text should I select for my child, that should help you, find an appropriate text to study plants with your child. So anytime your kids are reading a book, there should be some type of output that shows you that they understand what they've read. So for McKinley, she's actually labeling the parts of the plant. That's something that she should be able to do, and that's a prompt for her. To scale things up, have them maybe write an explanatory paragraph explaining the parts of the plant and the purpose that they serve. So just anything to get them to show you that they actually understand what they are reading, just to get that comprehension out of them. So for McKinley, this is an assignment that her teacher wanted her to complete. I wanted to take things a bit further. So I wanted to go back through the text and ask her some questions. And then I'm actually going to have her complete the comprehension quiz that Epic provides at the end of the book, just to be sure that she's able to answer questions according to the text. So again, guys, your kids are used to learning in a fun way. And by fun, most of the time, they want it to be something hands-on, something that they can touch, something that they can do. They don't want to just sit there in front of the computer all day. So McKinley and I are actually going to go through the process of planting a flower, as I am trying to turn my black thumb green. So she's been helping me keep our house plants alive. And so I'm going to take her through this process, and we're going to talk about it, and she'll be able to tell me because we've, gone through the text, she's done an activity, and she's talking me through it. If you don't have these things on hand, just use paper, have them color paper and shred it up for the soil. Use green paper for the stem or for the leaf. Whatever it is that you need to do to help them have a hands-on activity would be great. And they're going to know this information because they were able to do this with you. That memory of completing an activity with you is what they want. And they will be able to take this information and apply it in any academic setting. It's just about creating the experience, taking the time to have the academic conversation through that activity that's going to stick with your child. How often did we sit in class and say, when am I going to use this? Well, you're showing them. You're taking the text, you're taking that worksheet and the activity, and you are applying it to a real life setting so they understand why it's important for them to know the parts of the plant. Well, if you don't want a black thumb, then that's why. So you want to make sure that you just have fun with them. And this is a very, fun way to just get kids engaged and they're learning. Right. So now we're moving into what plants need to grow. McKinley's going to make a list of things that she feels plants need to grow. And one of the things she put on her list was love. To scale it up, again, maybe have them write a paragraph explaining, create a diagram or a model, labeling the structures of the plants, and then creating captions about the function. 4th grade, create a model of a plant cell and be able to explain each part and its functions. So anything to just pushing that comprehension and having them show you. So now we'll be moving on to making lunch, and we'll be incorporating mathematics. All right, so before we make lunch, because we've been dealing with soil, we were planting our flowers, we need to wash our hands. So how long should we wash our hands?
20 seconds.
20 seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn the water on. Remember, you have to put your hands under the clean water first, and then we'll add some soap. In this case, we're gonna add our little sweet soap. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
All right, but hold on. What if I said I wanted to add 10 more seconds to the 20 seconds? How many seconds would it be?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, yep. Because if you skip count by 10s, you go 10, 20, 30. What else?
40.
40. Then what else? Keep going.
50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
100, yes. You skip count by 10s. Yeah. All right, so now Mommy's going to wash her hands so that we can get started with making pizza, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's dry your hands off.
Okay.
So for the hand washing activity, I chose to add an additional 10 seconds just to see if McKinley could mentally add that and give me the number. For older students, have them correlate the skip counting to multiplication, or even have them convert the seconds to minutes, because in 3rd grade elapsed time is huge, and that continues, as they get older. So anything you can do to just scale that up would be great. So here we are making pizza for lunch, which is one of our favorite meals. We just love it. But also just incorporating mathematics, you will see us have conversations about fractions, as I'm going to have her do certain things like place pepperonis on half of the pizza because she doesn't like pepperonis. We're also going to talk about measurement and what I would use to measure, the ingredients that we're going to place on the pizza. So again, we all have to eat, so it's a great way to just incorporate learning as well. And what better way to prove that mistakes show that you're trying? I totally just spilled most of the cheese out of the cup. I'm just a klutz. Okay, so now I want to give you the pepperonis, and you're gonna put pepperonis on half of the pizza. What would it look like if you put pepperonis on half? So you show me with the pepperonis what it would look like. Okay, so then put the pepperonis on there. But remember, you don't like them, so only put it on half of the pizza.
Yeah, just a little bit of sun.
Well, they don't have to touch. You can spread them out. I like them, but I don't need that many.
No, not that many, just a little sun. I'm just going to put 6.
Well, no, we got to put it on half. So you got to keep putting them on there until you've gone through one whole half. You don't like I know, it's okay. We'll wash hands when we're done.
Okay. So another one, another half.
There we go. Keep going.
There.
Let's spread them out. So.
Yeah, spread them out.
Where else? Where would I put this? Could I put it all the way over here?
No.
No. Can I put it here?
Just.
All right here.
Yeah, just a little bit right there.
All right. So.
It's almost covering up the cheese.
Yeah, we don't want to cover it up so much. We'll spread them out a little bit. All right. So do you have it on half of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you said that's one half. So one half for me with pepperonis and the other half for you with cheese because you don't like pepperonis.
No.
Capiche?
Capiche.
All right. So then we'll get those stored away. All right. I know you want to wash your hands, so come on.
Okay.
Okay. So our oven is done preheating. It says to preheat on 400. And our pizza, half pepperoni, half cheese, is ready to go into the oven. So I'm gonna put that in there. And I know this is not a cleaning video, but I am very proud of myself for cleaning my oven and keeping it clean. All right, so we are gonna check back here in a few minutes. It says it needs to cook for about 10 minutes. So we're just gonna hang out here until it's done. So now we're just going through the process of slicing the pizza in different ways. For McKinley, I wanted her to understand that 4 people would be eating. So she was able to tell me that 4 pieces create the whole, and removing her slice was 1/4 of the pizza, which was accurate. For, students in higher grades, you may want to create greater slices and then begin to talk about equivalent fractions, second grade and above, understanding that 2/4 is also equivalent to 1/2 and so on. So it's just another great way to, have that academic conversation while enjoying an activity such as making pizza for lunch. So I hope I was able to remove some stress from your homeschooling routine. Again, guys, you're doing these things already. This is just your regular day-to-day life. Just be mindful about pausing and having those academic conversations with your children along the way. So if you want more content like this, please just leave a comment below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Mwah.